Okay, welcome to lesson 8. Here we go. Here we go now. So we're going to review one no Trump forcing, and then we're also going to bid some hands. To bid some boards to kind of just get a feel for where we've kind of gone so far. Um, and then if you have any questions, you can ask them below. You can reach out to me, oconbridgeclub@gmail.com, or my Facebook page, Bridge Lake Country, Wisconsin. You do need to practice. Hate to break the bad news to you. If you're just going to watch the videos, it's not going to sink in. You have to practice some bidding, practice some play, practice some defense. And I suggest for the at-home plan, just practice on BBO. If you can get 4 of you together, you guys can get a table started and practice that way as well. If you bought the Jim Ricker book, there's practice bidding sequences in there in most every chapter. So you can do that as well. So we did more of like a, form, as far as the one no Trump forcing. This lesson 8, we're going to have a little bit more in boxes. Maybe you're better visualizing what the bids would be there. So we'll just do a review. Partner. So one no Trump forcing is on only over a major when partner opens a major. Okay. If we open a minor, we are looking for no Trump as our main option if we can. So one no Trump forcing will only be on after there's by a non-passed hand, okay, and without interference. Okay, if there's interference, what I mean by interference is the opponents are bidding. Okay, so our side is open to heart or a spade. We'll call that our partner's open to heart or a spade, and then the responder bids one no Trump. And the caveats are that they don't have a 1 heart 2 hearts, so they have 6 to 9 high card points, but they don't have a 1 heart to 2 heart combination where they can just do a simple raise, showing minimal points and 3 or 4 cards in support. They don't have a limit raise, which we play as 4 card support. Okay. And 10, 11, bad 12 points is a limit raise. So 1 heart, 3 hearts, or 1 spade, 3 spades, either one. We play as a 4 card support, and 10, 11, bad 12 hand. Okay. Or we don't want you to deny a 4 card major because it's still possible that partner could have 4 spades as well. All right. So you do that. So those are your options. If you have either of those 3 hands, you do those instead of bidding one no Trump. But anything else in that scenario, within that 6 to 11, just below, to barely responding to just below opening hand, you do the one no Trump forcing bid. Okay, so then it bounces back to partner after there's been a one no Trump response, and partner, the opener just tells more about their hand. Okay, like pretty much any other bidding sequence, they can rebid their hearts with 6 or more. They can bid a different suit. Okay, they would bid their, in this case, best minor. So once in a while, it's a 3 card minor. Okay, they can, if they opened a spade, they could do 2 hearts. So if it went one spade, 1 no Trump, 2 hearts, they could do 2 hearts with at least 4 hearts. But hearts is the only suit in that, spades and then hearts is the only sequence where it actually promises for. Many times you will, but it's like when we open a diamond or a club, sometimes we only have 3. And this might be the case in this sequence, 12 to 15 high card points. So a minimal opener, lower half is usually the way I word it. We go in that range. Kind of middle, intermediate, okay, we can go to 2 no Trump, which is a lot of times what we want to do, but you do need to have some points here because you need to be careful here. Partner might only have 6 or 7 high card points, and they may not be balanced. Okay, this is a pretty wide open bid, this one no Trump bid. So the 16 to 17, you can go to 2 no Trump here, and he's showing that you have 5 in the major and you bid 2 no Trump. The other option is to, you can jump in your suit, okay, showing 6 and that intermediate range, okay. And then if you're very top end, you have a couple options. You could just jump right to 3 no Trump because partners promised you at least 6. Or you could jump in a different suit. So say you got 5 in your suit, 4 in a different suit, you could jump to the 3 level in a different suit. Those are very top end bids. Don't happen that often, but it certainly will. And the responder takes inventory of then what the opener said, and a lot of times will actually just place the contract. Okay, so if they didn't show extra values, so they were showing this 12 to 15 range, and the responders in the 6 to 9, this is critical bid, and it's really one of the advantages, one of the distinct advantages of one NoTrump forcing, is that you show that range, you show minimum. We got minimum versus minimum. They have about as many points as we do. We want to stay at the 2 level. Where at the 2 level do we want to be? If opener second suit, if that's an 8 card fit, and that's happens to be our best suit, we can pass that one. We can go back to the major, the partner open, as little as 2 card support because we didn't find a better fit somewhere else. Or if you happen to have a really long suit as responder, it better be really long, like at least 6, because partner's already given you 2 options. If you change suits, that's actually because you're limited hand. You're showing the 6 to 9, so that would be showing at least a 6 card suit. I can't tolerate either of your suits, partner. Sorry, I know you're the stronger hand. This is my suit. My suit's we're only gonna get tricks with my hand if this is the trump suit. So it's a really long hand and a really bad hand. All right. However, if you're 10 or 11, we still might be able to get the game because remember, partner was kind of showing us up to maybe 15 points. So 10, 11 may be enough. You can jump to the major. This would be specifically 3 card support because if you had 4 card support, you would have gone 1, 3 right away. Whoops, sorry, 1, 3 right away. So this would be 3 card support in partner's major. You can raise opener second suit. Okay, so you have at least an 8 card fit. You can go to their second suit at the 3 level with 10 or 11, or you have 10 or 11 and you don't have either of their suits. Maybe NoTrump is your place. You can do an invitational bid with 2 NoTrump, and partner will pass with 12, 13, and they'll go to 3 NoTrump with 14 or 15 because that's what you're showing. You're showing 10, 11. You'd be inching your way to game, but game is still possible. Opening hand versus 10, 11. Okay, so the opener basically puts their hand into 2 different boxes, and so does the responder puts their hand in 6 to 9 and 10 or 11. Opener kind of goes 12 to 15 and 16 to 19. Okay. If you can, take a picture of this, or just keep this to the side, or I can email you this handout, however you want to do it. But this is just a different way of looking at it for the same bids that we had done in lesson 7. No new material in lesson 8. We're just doing a review, and now we'll bid some hands. Here we go. All right, so first hand, whoops, I don't want to be showing everybody's, whoops, I did that wrong. All right, so here we go. We were the dealer, 7, 8, 11, 14. So we got a 1 spade opener, couple doubletons, tell partner about our spades. Partner to 1 NoTrump forcing. So I make the assumption they don't have spades with us. There is one possibility of that 3 card limit raise, but for the most part, they don't have spades with us. So I'm going to tell partner about my second best suit, and I don't have enough points to jump. So I'll tell partner about my hearts, and I only have 5 spades. Oh, that must have really improved their hand. Okay. Because they jumped to 4 hearts when they denied opening here. All right. So we'll take a look at their hand and see what got them so excited. Okay. Yeah, you can see why they got so excited. This is the one time where we do promise 4 hearts. Okay. So partner knew we had at least 4 hearts. I don't know if a jump to game is all that warranted because their singleton, which is valuable, is in what would normally be my best suit. It turned out high card points, my best suit was heart. So we probably got a little lucky here. We have 2 losers in clubs and a loser in spades. It'll probably make 4. So I might have done 3 hearts with that hand instead of 4, but I get why they did it. They have 5 hearts and a singleton and an ace. So turned out to be, looks like to be a good bid. As it looks like it can make, but like I said, I probably would have just done an invitational and I would have upgraded that to 10, 11 points and done a 3 heart bid, but the robot went ahead and put it in game. Okay. So that's, I did as opener, I did my second best suit. They did 1 NoTrump forcing. look, they were not balanced. Okay, you can do it with any type of hand. And I did happen to pick hearts, and partner liked it, and we ended up in game. All right, so we'll go on to the next one. Partner opened a NoTrump. Okay, so what do we have here? All right, so if we remember back to lesson 5, we did the Jacobi transfer. Okay, so we do have 2 suits here, but we're going to tell a partner about our spades first. And how you do that is you bid the suit below it. Okay, so I'm going to bid hearts, which is an artificial bid, which shows that I have spades, and partner will then bid spades. And I'm going to actually show the club suit just to kind of tell partner what I have. So this would be showing a 5-5 hand. The robots define that as at least 4. I generally play that the only time I'm really going to say I don't like NoTrump is if I'm 5-5. Certainly 5-4 is acceptable, but I like to play this as 5-5. So I showed 5 spades with my first bid, and I'm going to show the club suit with my second. Partner says, oh, that's all fine and good, but I do have spades with you. So we're going to end up in 4 spades. Okay. So there we go. Looks like spades. We're going to have to do a double finesse here. So you put in the jack and you usually lose it, and then you plan to do it again. All right. So you'll see that the robot will do the same finesse again later, and hope that the honors were split. The first one, there's the second one. Typically honors are split, not always, but typically are split. So you need to do that leading up to that ace jack 10. You need to do that twice and then have it succeed. And you can now see that all the clubs are going to run, and it's going to make 5. So they lost the first spade finesse, and then they did it again, and the king appeared. So make sure you do it twice. I see a lot of people, they do it once to remember to finesse, but they forget to finesse the second time. And that's really the key the second time. So that will get you tricks. The only combination where it doesn't is if both the king, queen are over here. And if there isn't anything you can do about it. Typically, you'll see that honors are split, and that's the way you should play for it. All right, we'll go on to the next one. So that was a transfer. Partner opened a NoTrump, 15 to 17 high card points, no singleton, no void. And we transferred to spades and showed our 2 suitor. All right, we have a pretty bad hand. So I'm going to do the 1 NoTrump forcing and see what partner says. Forcing 1 NoTrump. Partner's jumping to 3 hearts. Okay, that's showing a big hand. Well, I actually like my hand for NoTrump. We're not a very strong hand, but partner's showing us a big hand. So if you ever need to know what they're showing, it's showing a strong hand. Okay, 5 plus spades and 4 plus. I'm going to say 3 NoTrump and see what they say, and they left it there. Okay, they have 6 spades. Okay, well, all the spades will run. We'll lose the ace king of clubs and the ace of diamonds if they take them. Otherwise, we'll be home free if they don't take them. All right, so I probably would have bid 4 spades again, but partner did not. So that's fine. I think either contract makes. So we'll go on to the next. So 1 NoTrump forcing. Partner jumped to show the top end of their bid. And we did. Now we got to show the other hands. Okay, so we're going to look at what they did. This, if you ever need to get rid of an explanation, you just click on it and it'll go away. So they opened a major to our right. We don't have enough to bid. So they did the 1 NoTrump forcing, showing 6 to 11 high card points and probably not spades with partner. The opener showed their second suit. So you can see right there in the description, okay? They show 3 plus clubs, 5 plus spades, okay? And we're gonna pass again. And they're gonna go to 3 clubs, showing that invitational hand, okay? The higher end of that, their 1 NoTrump forcing bid. And then this hand is pretty mediocre at best, so they just decided to pass, and so they ended up in 3 clubs, okay? This hand knew, it had 5 clubs, so they knew they had to have at least 3. So that was showing at least, they knew it was at least an 8 card. Otherwise, they just go back to the major in that situation. but they knew they had it. So we'll go to the next one. All right. So one NoTrump forcing, partner opens a major, there is an interference, and by non-passed hands. Okay. 7, 9, 13. We got a not so great spade opener. I mean, it's okay, but every honor, in each suit, that usually doesn't play too well. So we're going to bet our so we bet our 3-card suits. If we have 3-card suits and we don't have 4, we bet them up the line. So we go up. So we would do clubs here. And you don't do hearts, you have to promise hearts. But clubs, this promises 3 clubs to partner, and they're just going to go back to the default bid of 2 spades. So we're going to play it there, and partner is a bad hand and doesn't have anything else to tell us. So yeah, they don't have a 6 or 7-card suit. They do have the king jack of spades, which will prove to be helpful. Okay, so that's how you do that one. Okay, and we'll go to the last one that we're going to do today in today's lesson and see what we get. Okay, one spade in West shows opening hand in spades. One NoTrump, 8 or 6 to 11 points. Probably doesn't have spades with partner, and they do not. We have spades with them. Our hand does. All right, they did 2 NoTrump instead of showing the heart suit. I would have shown the heart suit. I get why the robot did it. They're relatively balanced, but they are going to miss their 8-card major fit here. If this hand bids 2 hearts, this hand will probably go to 4 hearts, actually. So maybe we'll should we have him play this one? No, actually, that's what you can do is you can do show double dummy with a teaching hand. You can do that. Otherwise, if it's after the fact, after you played it and you're like looking at hands with you and your partner maybe, or just yourself, you do the double dummy, you click on a little blue box, it's there, and it'll show you. And what that tells you is by what card you pick will help to determine, how many it will make. So in this case, if I pick the king of spades as my opening lead, they'll be +3. Any other spade would be +1, a heart would be +2, 2, and then the diamonds would be +1. So anyway, you can look at that after you played a hand if you want to look back. What could I have led, or how could I have played? What card did I need to play? And even after you've done the, a first trick or something, you can. They're in NoTrump. Well, you normally lead 4th and longest and strongest, but they bid spades to our left. But so what I was going to show you there is it'll tell you by what card even later after a trick's been played. So that's how the show double dummy works. I have a full set of a playlist of BBO instructional videos if you want to learn how some of these different things work, how to start a table, how to chat. So go to the Mark Nehs YouTube channel. The playlist is BBO instructional videos. Like this one that you're watching is beginning bridge lessons. Okay. But there's a playlist of BBO instructional videos if you want to do it. So anyway, that's our review of one NoTrump forcing and review of some of the other bids. We had a transfer and stuff in there. So again, remember they're only over majors. You are not, it's not, not by a passed hand, okay, by either hand. So it has to be opening of a major in first or second seat, passed by the opponent, and then third or fourth seat, whichever one, that's where this would apply, okay? And like I said, there's some advantages. One of the disadvantages, you don't end up in one NoTrump, which may be the right place. So that's a bit of a challenge. But I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So that's a part of the 2/1 system. And if you play standard American, your one NoTrump range is 6 to 9, so it narrows it by a little bit. So then your 2-level bids become 10 or more. We'll do that next lesson 9. We'll do a 2/1 bid. So this was one NoTrump forcing. If you have any questions, ask below, and be sure to subscribe and like and share so other people can see these videos. It also tells YouTube, hey, these people like these videos, they want me to do more. So be sure to do that, and we'll see you in lesson 9. You can, like I said, be sure to practice so this sinks in, okay? And we'll see you again at lesson 9.